Aquarius, hello, and welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you're doing well. This is a message for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Aquarius. And as I'm doing this reading, we are still feeling the energy of that full moon in Sagittarius from the 3rd or 4th, depending on where you are in the country, of June. Massive upheavals, breakdowns, big lessons, and we're not out of the woods yet. What I want to point out today is that we have Venus in an opposition to Pluto. This is really touching on on power and control dynamics within relationships, as well as relationship wounding, really coming up to be recognized and dealt with and healed. Then we also have Uranus in a conjunction to Mercury. So Uranus being the great awakener and unexpected. It could be unexpected realizations, unexpected information, unexpected communications. Suddenly, out of nowhere. Aha! We've got a lot more going on, and depending on where you are in your journey, it has not been easy. These past week or two have been quite the tight squeeze on us all. So Aquarius, what did I write down? We limit, I heard this from a friend. We limit ourselves we limit ourselves by failing to clean out our garbage, our junk, the stuff that we've been carrying around maybe a whole lifetime. So anyway, just a little bit of the astrology for today. This is a message for sun, moon, or rising in Aquarius. Balance. First card out. Keep in mind, these are general messages, so take what resonates for you, leave the rest. Try not to build a story if it's not resonating, meaning you're not feeling it through your body, like, oh my God, yes, she's talking to me. If you'd like a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. That information is in the description box below, along with my other social media information and places to donate if you're feeling generous and you want to donate to the work that I do. It's always greatly appreciated. So, Aquarius, we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So I feel like right now you're learning about how you're judging things, judging yourself, judging others, judging your circumstances, and what comes up for you when you're seeing things in like the basement level of your consciousness. Parts that hurt, bringing up pain and wounding. So the reason why we're doing this is trying to really bring it up out of us so that we can let it out, let it go. That's where we can bring ourselves to a state of balance. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. I feel like once you get to a balanced state, Aquarius, you're going to have a whole nother aha moment of, I understand why I'm here. I understand my purpose. Or to a degree, you don't need to know it. Let the universe, let life show you it. So you might be doubting yourself. You might be feeling like there's no point here. Why am I here? Not in a bad way. Okay, we have surrender and freedom. Oh my, Aquarius. Surrender. Surrender your need to control. We have no control over this energy. If you're curious about the full moon energy I'm talking about, watch my full moon video. That moon was in conjunction to the great attractor, which is powerful. It's like a vacuum, and you really can't escape it. So there's some good information in there. We're going to save this for this reading. I feel like you've been pulled through, and we've got a lot of Neptunian fog still going on here too. Working on your judgment, on your perspectives. I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness, freedom. Happiness does not come from outside of you. It does not come from other people or other things. We must generate our own happiness. And one of the reasons why it's hard to generate our own happiness is because we're still holding on to and carrying baggage, garbage. We limit ourselves by failing to clean out our garbage. So we're cleaning out the garbage. We're taking out the trash, right? We're not going to recycle. We're not going to bring it back to life anymore. Surrender. Let life help you with that. And surrender the need to control all of this. Okay. We're going to pull a moon card just to kind of get a little extra flavor on this for you. I feel like you've been struggling with these things for a while, and it does get a bit frustrating when old stuff keeps coming back to haunt you. Certainly, you're not alone there. I've been right there with you. Many of us have. But it's a matter of processing those things and bringing yourself back to balance and back into the perspective that you started off with. We can get knocked off course, but we don't have to shift courses. We can get right back on path again. Okay. Conclusions are within reach. I was really feeling that Mercury-Uranus conjunction for you, Aquarius. Feel like you're going to have some kind of big I get it. I see, like bigger than what you can think, okay? Let's just put it that way. All right, but you got to surrender. Surrender your need to control. All right, Aquarius. And it's really difficult to do, but if you can eliminate the perspective of good and bad and look at things from a neutral space, or try to see things from both perspectives, both angles. There's so many different facets and angles to people, places, things, and the perspective is subjective. This is an accomplishment that your soul has been really nudging you for a while, which is the source of irritation for you. We have magic at the bottom. Surrender your need to control so that the magic can actually take place. Okay. Yeah. This is definitely something that you've been working on accomplishing. I feel like you're very well aware of that. Judgment. We want harmony. We want peace. We want balance. But when we are going to sit on one side and judge the other side, that's not bringing things into balance. That's projection. So if you can get above it, see both sides of the fence, that's quite the accomplishment. And we can get there, but then we can sink back one side of the fence or the other. So try to stay above the fence. Planning. Purpose. Your purpose, what you are here to do, has everything to do with not what your logical mind plans, but what happens in your fantasy, your daydream, your dreams at night, what gets you excited and feeling good in the imagination. That's where you want to tap into and start planning from. Freedom. I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. This is your responsibility, Aquarius. No one else's but yours. And yes, it's easy to hear the words, agree with the words, but then put that into practice on a daily basis is what you're working on towards balance. Not judging the situation the way you have in the past. Not to say that there isn't good and evil. I don't even like to use those words, but you know, we're all human, so we understand. But let me put it into perspective. I possess the energy. You possess. We all possess the energy to hurt someone else with words, with actions, with ghosting, with all kinds of ways. Our pain causes other people pain. I possess that. It is my choice whether I'm going to use it or not. Now, sometimes we have loss of control, and that is a human condition, and that is okay. When we lose control, when we finally get back to balance, it's time to bring peace and harmony to the areas that we lost control. Ultimately, what is done to one is done to the whole. We're all connected this way. So if you hurt another, you're hurting yourself and others. If you judge another, you're judging yourself and others. The ego will argue this all day long, but it is the truth. It is the soul's truth. The pain body will also argue all day long. Yeah, but they hurt me. They're bad. I'm going to... And it's not like you have to engage with someone or something that's hurt you. But let the universe show you more. There's a bigger picture here. Conclusions are within reach. Okay, we have the third eye, new beginnings, accelerated motion in reverse. Okay. So there is a new beginning coming for you, Aquarius. That's going to really help bring you to balance. Through the third eye chakra, you're going to get, if you're not already, getting a lot of visions in your mind's eye of maybe how you've perceived or judged things. Maybe others are showing you the flip side of that. Time may be slowing down for you right now. Accelerated motion came out in reverse, and I'm going to leave it that way. I don't typically read these cards in reverse, but when they do come out in certain, I don't have to explain. Anyway, I feel like the energy's slowing down, even though we're still moving fast. It's slowing down or asking you to slow down so that you can really process what's coming through the mind's eye, the third eye chakra. I feel like there's been a plan. There's always been a plan for us all along. We are not in full control, by the way. So, just so you're aware of that, we have moving on. Okay, beautiful. So your psychic senses are kicking in stronger and stronger. Are you acknowledging them? Are you aware of them? Are you learning about them? Are you understanding them? It's telling me you're moving on. You're moving on from a darker, denser period in your life into a more lively, alive, and enlightened period in your life. And as you do, take notice of how you feel with certain people, how you feel in certain circumstances, what calls to you, what speaks to you. You may also be planning to move. You might be planning to move on from a relationship, from a situation. which will really kick in your purpose, open you up to some new things, new energy, new places. Crown chakra came out in reverse. So you are getting intuitive downloads that you are not picking up because your focus is, your consciousness level is still on the ground floor, just focused on the material world, and that's it. So we're constantly being given intuitive hits through the crown chakra, always, but we don't always know, we don't always pick up on them unless we are present and connected already. So try to flow through your day connected. Slow down. There is intuitive awareness that is trying to sink in and get to you. You are becoming more aware. You're becoming more aware of your self-sabotage. Base chakra. So all the chakras are being worked on right now. Yeah. So again, the need to be grounded, rooted, feel safe, that you can trust life, you can trust others is important. The more you can connect to your roots, the root chakra, the better you'll feel, the more safe you'll feel through this balancing of the other chakras, the crown chakra, the third eye chakra. Those are the energies that pull us out of our body. Sometimes it can be otherworldly. So it is important to also be grounded, have all of your chakras, systems balanced. That is the beautiful way to connect. But we're in this world where we get thrown off course and our chakras get thrown out of alignment all the time. And that's fine, but notice it when it happens so that you can course correct and bring yourself back into your body, back into higher consciousness. It's not as easy as, a lot of the spiritual communities. I'm not knocking them. Not a lot of the spiritual sayings. It's just like light and love. And, we're not bypassing any painful things here. Just because it's a spiritual journey doesn't make it easy. There's a lot of pain and suffering on our own. I mean, we create that for ourselves until we don't anymore, until we get out of that level of consciousness, until we understand that we are surrounded by divine energies that are always trying to talk to us, always trying to guide us. And it's we humans on the ground floor that have a hard time, like, what did you say? What does that mean? What do all those numbers mean? They're getting your attention, though. So that's a start. Ooh, I just got a hot flash. Cat. Page of Swords. Primal. Get in touch with your primal instincts. Because when you're in touch with your primal instincts, you always land on your feet. Always. Sharp mind. Wit. But connected. Not judgmental. Especially based off of your experiences in the past. We're trying to get rid of that garbage. And it's not to say it didn't happen or it's not garbage, but it's garbage to you if you've been carrying it around with you and it's causing you pain. Gorilla, 7 of Wands. This speaks of self-sabotage, but it's also talking about having the courage to move on from your self-sabotaging ways. And that's quite the achievement, to really truthfully notice how we get in our own way, and then having the courage to make those changes within ourselves, and then embody that, enact that, be that change. It's one thing to say it, but it's a whole nother thing to back it up with your essence and your everything, your very being. Firefly. Oh, I got another hot flash. I've been getting hot flashes at all, but just as soon as I started doing Aquarius reading, it's like, wow, there's a lot of heat running through this energy. Firefly, shining your inner light. I feel like Aquarius, once this awareness really kicks in, it's going to light you up in a whole new way. And it's going to be a moment for you, definitely a glory moment for you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Manatee, the Five of Cups. So this is speaking of those hidden pains. It's speaking of loss, of hurt, of pain. This also speaks of hidden solutions. There are better times ahead. There are hidden solutions that have not revealed themselves yet. So it's important to surrender the need to control things. It's a hard thing for humans to do. All right, we'll get one more row before we go into advice for Aquarius. Can we get any more detail on this? And you know, the universe puts us through, like, it's baby steps. And time is cyclical. We're always cycling around, cycling around, cycling around. We have moon cycles. New moon, full moon, quarter moons, boom, 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 over and over and over and over again. So we're continuously repeating themes in our life until we get it and we let go of the old. Okay. Four of Cups. You're over it. You're over it. I think that you're exhausted because the universe is really asking you to surrender. And some of us get stubborn at times and we don't hear until we get a nice little smack down. It's like, okay, here you go. We're going to put you in a timeout so that you do hear. This actually came out in reverse, Nine of Cups. Death in reverse. So things haven't changed yet. And I can see how that's frustrating. And you're a little bit jaded from the journey. I'm over it. Here, I see your numbers, universe. I see your signs. What of it? So what? Yeah, not happy, and not able to get your happy for some reason. You are moving on though. It's been a slow process, slow and meticulous, because each time we cycle back around something that's really hard that we try to run from and hide from, it gets harder and harder and harder to escape because you can't escape it. You can't escape yourself. This is you with you. So you're picking up more and more data in the brain, more and more energy in the body. And it does seem like it's a slow process. I have to sneeze. Okay. Hey, excuse me. More and more energy through the body as I was saying that. So there's a lot happening all at once. And our brains are not wired to even fully understand what exactly is happening all at once. But you are gaining strength. Gaining courage, taming that inner beast, that ego. And that's important before we actually the old version of us dies. It's an ego death. It's not really a death, but it is like dying before you die, because you're leaving that old version of you in the past. You don't want to take it with you. The pain, the suffering, the doubt, the anxiety. No. The universe is like, we are going to pull your soul out. You are going to see this. You are going to be so happy when we're done. And I'm here to say you will be. So hang in there. Hang in there, Aquarius. It's not easy. And this past 2 weeks, boy, oh boy, I did not expect the intensity of these lessons to be at an all-time high. I mean, there are people who are manifesting through the Great Attractor. Be careful what you're manifesting. I had an experience of my own. That was definitely worth having for the lessons, because there were multiple lessons in these experiences, but they're heavy, they're deep, and they trigger any kind of darkness in us, any kind of anger, rage, worry, fear. It's meant to. So be thankful for that release. We have to release it. Eventually, you'll understand when you release this stuff, you're going to feel so much better and lighter and newer. I was just saying today, for the last 2 days, I've been feeling like I needed to cry, and I could not cry. I have a hard time crying. It's my own stuff, my own childhood thing, but I wanted to. And it wasn't until about an hour ago, my mom sent me this beautiful song of all these people like singing, and it really, I could feel it through my body. And then my daughter-in-law sent me pictures of my grandson, and then all of a sudden I cried from beauty, from love. It really helped me get out whatever pain and sorrow was in me, because I was faced with divine beauty. The great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Well, I'm glad I shared that story, because this card is perfect. Okay. This is a shadow card, one that may feel confrontational. Don't be afraid. It's here to bring to the surface anything that's standing in the way of letting love in. The warring planet of Mars is our constant reminder that it's important to soften, forgive, and find our way back to love. There are many things in the human experience that make it difficult for our heart and soul to stay open to the never-ending source of love. We're all wounded, and our unconscious wounds inflict wounds on others. It can feel like a never-ending dance we can never escape. If we aren't careful, before long, we'll see the world as a scary, dangerous place where fear and anxiety roam free. If this card surfaces, it could be for 2 reasons. Firstly, for you to acknowledge the difficult emotions, situations, conflicts, wounds, and fears that are causing you pain and anxiety. And secondly, for you to find your way back to love. When we're hurt, it's normal to close off our hearts to the world, to let the painful experience confirm the agony of separation in earthly life. Soften and find your way back to love anyway. When fear, anxiety, and paranoia paralyze you, it's normal to want to hide away from others and the world. Come out of your cave and soften your heart anyway. We're all innocent children spinning our way around the world. Find a way to see the innocence in all people, especially yourself. I mean, I couldn't pick a better card to end this reading for you, Aquarius. So I hope that this is helpful for you, and I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.